Today I'll be reviewing Lion That Ties Me and Maybe by Julia Stone. Just like last time, I'll be playing little segments to avoid copyright, so bear with me regarding that.
The walls are talking and the only person who can hear me is nearly gone. I stand by your bedside on the edge of words that I can't say for the fear that I might fall.
Whether it's metaphorically or physically, it's describing the end of a person that they love, or the relationship, or many other things. This is a very abstract song, so it can be applied to a lot of different things. But it's when people who shared a commonality, in this case she's saying the walls are talking and she can hear it and the other person can hear it, but that's it. The only other person who can hear it is nearly gone. She stands on the edge of the bed and she's afraid that she might fall from the weight of everything. Those final moments and that crushing weight of that realization that something very, very special to you is about to come to an end. And it's that feeling you feel just before that imminent ending.
Maybe I'm afraid that the pictures that I paint won't capture the beauty of you. And the last thing that you'll hear is the silence in your ears as I sink beneath the weight of it all.
Especially as an artist, she wants to memorialize this thing that is about to come to an end, or this person that is about to come to an end. She's frantically trying, but she's afraid, what if I don't do justice? And of course, any tribute is better than no tribute. But especially in that pressure and in that moment, you're still worried. As an artist too, you're overly critical of yourself a lot of times. And they just want to make sure that whatever medium of art it is, that they capture that special moment in an accurate way. And she's saying how, despite it being the last moments, because she's so overwhelmed by all of these concerns that she has, or all of these doubts that she has, and all of these overwhelming thoughts that come at that moment. She's saying the last thing you'll hear is unfortunately silence as I sink beneath the weight of everything. Even in that special last moment, it's so overwhelming that she's not able to verbalize or say anything. I'm sure we've all had moments where we felt like that, where even if we knew the last moment, we were just so overwhelmed that we just couldn't say anything, couldn't do anything. And that's a very human thing, kind of the deer in headlights thing. If there were moments that may have passed and you feel like you've missed those opportunities, I know it's very easy to beat ourselves up over that. All I will challenge is understand that we as human beings have these flaws, and consider forgiving yourself. And that may take time, and that's okay. I'm not saying you have to do it tomorrow. But for the sanity and for our survival going forward into the future, we have to let go of past failures we may have done. We learn from it. We gain the knowledge we need. We gain the lessons we need. But otherwise, we keep pushing forward.
Your smile as it withers is as pretty as the picture you wouldn't sell to the lady next door.
Your smile as you withered was as pretty as the picture. As this thing and as this person was dying, something or someone that was so special to them, they're taking a moment and they're saying, wow, you're still beautiful. I still cherish this. Even as you're withering away, it was so pretty, like the picture that you wouldn't sell to anyone, not even the lady next door, because it's so prized to you. It's so important to you.
Tell me music and art, it doesn't have a price. It's for the heart. I should give it away, use it for the freedom of us all.
Tell me, music and art, it doesn't have a price. It's for the heart. The last parting words that they say is that art is priceless. Cherish that. And they encourage them, you should give it away. Use it for the freedom of us all. Use the gift of art. Use the gift of music, photography, whatever it is. These are the things that will help us and liberate us and bring some level of meaning into an otherwise dark and dull world. Use the art to tell this story so that other people may know, so that this can maybe be something that people either latch onto, find power in, whatever it is. Use it so that we can gain freedom from whatever it is that hold us down or destroy us, so that we can gain freedom from that and strength to push through and move on from that.
I could call you my lover, call you a beast, call you the island where faith doesn't reach, call you a lion, I'll call you a man. You're the line that ties me to things I don't understand.
People are not one-dimensional and experiences are not one-dimensional. Especially when they're so important to us, there's a plethora of emotions and plethora of things and experiences you have with them or with that thing. And so she's saying, I can call you my lover, I can call you a beast, and I can call you an island in the middle of nowhere where faith doesn't reach, where nothing can come. All of these different things and all of these different memories and metaphorical things that this person or thing served. You are the line that ties me. You are the line, you're the string that ties me to these things, and to you, and to things that I don't understand. Both of these songs I talk about today are not really gonna have resolutions. And to me, when songs really tackle those difficult emotions or difficult topics and actually have that complexity and don't take the easy way out but really drill down, uncover those harsh truths, that is the music that really speaks to me. Because anybody can write just a random bop or a random song, but to have it really be a reflection of these extremely complex, difficult human feelings, to help us to be able to digest when we don't know how to, that is the power that comes with music. And just like real life, a lot of times there is no resolution. It's just a story that we tell, but there is no climax or resolution necessarily. It's just life.
She's got this kind of hope. Why don't we let her know? She's got this kind of love. Why don't we let her know?
This song is interesting because it's so abstract that it could be almost taken as if she's talking to herself in third person, or it could be just an observer talking to a third person. But either way, she's got this kind of hope. She's got those stars in her eyes. She still has those romantic notions. She still has all of these ideals. You can see the glimmer of hope in her eyes. Why don't we let her know? Should we let her know what awaits her? Should we let her know what kind of pain may arise? She's got this kind of love. Why don't we let her know? There's no right or wrong interpretation to this song. But one thing's for sure, the way this song is structured, the way her voice is such a raw and broken sound and the ominous bass and instrumental. This is uncertain feeling personified into music.
Naked on the pine floor, lonely, we dance around the dying.
Sometimes you feel just completely, utterly crushed or alone. And during these times you look around, and even if everyone has their own issues, since some folks are better at hiding it, with our lens that we have during suffering, it's gonna feel like they're just dancing around us while we're dying. And so they dance around the dying.
While you're asking me to go,
I love those instrumental breaks where it helps to further the mood and further the message of the song. And with that ominous strings overpowering you, and those sounds almost like wolves in the distance howling, very much fits into that aesthetic and into this dark vibe and this uncertain, uncomfortable vibe, but at the same time familiar vibe that she is introducing to you through not only the lyrics but through the music as well.
don't be scared, I'm not here for your heart. Don't be scared, I'm not here for your reasons. Don't be scared, I'm just here for the radio that plays in the background while you're asking me to go.
A lot of times, whether it's the physical or metaphorical end of something or someone that was very important to you, rarely do you go, oh, I'm done, moving on right away. That's a big part of the problematic toxic positivity culture that we see nowadays, where people just completely push down or disregard any feelings that they don't consider good vibes or high vibes. And the thing is, it is natural and it is healthy to allow yourself to feel the full spectrum of human emotion, the good and the bad, because toxic positivity and good vibes only and that whole thing induces us to feel like somehow feeling these very human emotions that sometimes may be uncomfortable but is necessary for our experience and our journey and growth is somehow wrong. We need to be sure we are very careful of that. But either way, a lot of times when something so important or someone so important is gone, it still lingers, it still haunts you for some time. And this is almost that dialogue that she would be hypothetically having, where she's telling this person or thing that's gone now, like someone who can't get over somebody, right? They'll go and they'll be like, whatever excuse or whatever thing to be able to see them again or to be able to experience it again. You know, oh, don't worry, I'm not here for your heart, I'm not here for your love, I'm not here for your reasons, you know. I'm not trying to, accuse you of anything, I'm just here. And the truth is, they're there because they want to either experience it again, something they lost, or they want to see that person or whatever that they lost again. But the interesting part is the next line when she says, don't be scared, I'm just here for the radio that's playing in the background as you're asking me to go. And to me, That is one of the most powerful and beautiful lines I have seen. I'm not here for your heart, I'm not here for your reasons. And she just throws something, you know? When you're desperate to be able to experience or see that again, you start just throwing all kinds of excuses, you know? And she's like, oh, I'm here for the radio that's playing in the background, yeah. Why you're asking me to leave? Why you're saying, what are you doing here? Leave. I'm just here for that radio. I'm not here for you. Don't worry. When in reality, we know that's not why, right? I just found that imagery and that dialogue she built into the song just so interesting. I think it's just such a powerful way to put that uncertainty and that just desperation we feel where we just make up all kinds of excuses. She just captures that so well.
She got what she came for. Laying naked on the pine floor. Lonely, we dance around the dying. Maybe she got what she came for.
Whether it's talking about the physical important relationship or important item or important person itself, or whether it's the act of revisiting it or act of wanting to see them again or experience it again, whichever one it is, either way, maybe she got what she came for, maybe she knew exactly what was going to happen, but she still wanted to try it. Sometimes human emotions, you can't always be able to predict it. Now, I know these two songs didn't really have a resolution, but I think sometimes music doesn't have to have a resolution, because sometimes they can help us understand and accentuate and fully feel how we're feeling at that moment. And typically in a song that's either 3 minutes to, I don't know, like 9 minutes, 12 minutes, whatever it is, typically it's not always possible to be able to process such a heavy emotion and then end it with a good resolution. One of the biggest things that I would like to leave with you guys at the end of this video now is, despite the toxic positivity culture that we have, understand that it's okay to feel non-desirable or complicated emotions. It's okay, it's normal, it's human, it is completely healthy to do so. Just as these two songs fully indulged in that uncertainty, that desperation, that helplessness, it fully immersed in it. Everyone heals at their own pace, and your body will have its intuition and its guts to tell you, and you will know if you need more time before you move on, or if you need more time to resolve or relish in that emotion or that problem or that experience, or think about or reflect on that. It doesn't always happen overnight. Rarely does it happen overnight. During those times where you may be feeling such heavy emotions, seek out songs that can help you process that anger, that frustration, that desperation. Don't try to just change the subject by finding happy songs. If you're feeling genuinely like crap, find songs that put it into words or put it into feeling how you feel, and let yourself fully immerse into it. Just give yourself time. And the human body, as long as you allow it to experience it fully and acknowledge that pain, that sadness, that darkness, it starts to be able to be lifted up and moved on from. Unlike if we were to suppress it with toxic positivity, saying, oh, this is fine, it's gonna be okay, everything and whatever, without properly processing those emotions, that will fester into a bigger wound and then become a huge thing that we cannot escape from. A lot of times it will strike back when we are least expecting it, and when we don't even know what it caused it anymore because it's been so long. So if you go into my channel now, I've started a 24/7 chill radio station. If you ever feel like you're overwhelmed, the genre lo-fi helps me a lot to relax and just take a breath and take a step back and cool down, especially during extreme moments of anxiety or extreme moments of just overwhelm. So feel free to check that out and see if maybe that might work for you. And just like with these comments or with the live comments on that 24/7 stream, if you have certain struggles that you are going through currently and you would like some assistance through those struggles, comment, and as we have time, whether it's the other viewers or whether it's the other people on the live stream or me, as we have time, we can help each other out. And maybe we can create a very positive environment where we can maybe offer our perspectives to maybe see if there's anything we can do to help out in even the smallest ways. And sometimes we might not be able to, and that's okay too. And sometimes if you just want to vent, that's okay too. But at least that allows for dialogue to open. And also, if it's something that I would be able to address and help through music with one of the future videos, because most emotions can be helped through music if we allow it to be, then I would love to look into it or at least consider it within the next scheduling of videos that I want to create. Thank you so much for sticking around and watching the whole video. And if you feel like there would be people that would benefit from hearing this message or any of the messages on the other commentary videos that I have on this channel, feel free to share it with other people so that they also can have access to these other perspectives. Alright, that's all I have for today. Thank you guys so much, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. I love you, Aquarians.